Hello guys, welcome to our class today, and shortly and briefly we are going to look at preparation of insoluble salts. Before that, I am going to brief out the insoluble salts that we have. We have on carbonates, we have copper carbonate, we have calcium carbonate, we have zinc carbonate. All carbonates are insoluble except sodium carbonate, potassium carbonate, and ammonium carbonate. So all other carbonates are insoluble. So you can be told to prepare insoluble salts. You can be told to prepare copper carbonate, calcium carbonate, zinc carbonate, magnesium carbonate. You can be told to prepare what else? Barium carbonate. So these are insoluble carbonates that you can be told to prepare. Also, other insoluble salts that you can be told to prepare, you can be told to prepare calcium sulfate, you can be told to prepare lead sulfate, because these are insoluble sulfates, and you can be told to prepare barium sulfate. So calcium sulfate, lead sulfate, and barium sulfate. On chlorides, you can be told to prepare silver chloride or lead chloride, which dissolves in warming, remember, from the solubility of salts. So these are insoluble salts that you can be told to prepare. So on chloride we have that. Remember, all nitrates are soluble. So these are the insoluble, some of the insoluble salts that you can be told to prepare. So carbonates that are insoluble, all of them are insoluble except sodium carbonate, potassium carbonate, and ammonium carbonate. So these are the mostly insoluble salts that you can be told to prepare. So remember, insoluble salts are prepared by mixing a soluble salts, plus another soluble salts to precipitate out an insoluble salt and a soluble salt, to precipitate out an insoluble salt and a soluble salt. For example, you want to prepare calcium carbonate, and you have a mixture of sodium carbonate. You want to prepare calcium carbonate, and you have a mixture of sodium carbonate. You are going to mix it because it's the only solubles. We have carbonates that are soluble. We have sodium carbonate, potassium carbonate, and ammonium carbonate. Therefore, you're going to mix sodium carbonate, aqueous, plus a soluble salt of calcium. Let's say you want to prepare, let's say, barium carbonate. So you're going to mix it with barium nitrate, because all nitrates are soluble. So this is an aqueous solution. So sodium carbonate is aqueous, soluble. Barium nitrate is aqueous, soluble. It's going to precipitate out. It's going to precipitate out here. It's going to precipitate out barium carbonate. They're going to exchange the anions. To give barium carbonate. Barium will take carbonate ions because it's insoluble and it is a solid, so it's barium carbonate, solid, plus sodium nitrate, aqueous. So that is sodium nitrate aqueous. So balancing the equation, you put a 2 here to balance sodium, and what else? Is that? You can see nitrogen is balanced, oxygen is 6,9, and the equation is fully balanced. So this equation is balanced. And which type of reaction is this? This is a precipitation reaction. We prepare therefore soluble salts. By a method known as double decomposition. So precipitation reaction is a reaction that is a reaction in which solids are formed from aqueous solutions. So we prepare insoluble salts by mixing two aqueous solutions to precipitate out an insoluble salt. So a precipitation reaction is a reaction in which solids, these are precipitates, are formed from aqueous solution. Therefore, if you mix a soluble salt with another soluble salt, the ions that are in the other soluble salt, they are going to mix together to precipitate out an insoluble salt. For example, barium carbonate, when you react it with barium nitrate, when you react it with sodium carbonate, is going to precipitate out an insoluble salt of barium carbonate and an aqueous solution of sodium nitrate. This type of reaction is known as precipitation reaction or double decomposition. So ionic equations, you write the ions that undergo change. Ions that in the beginning they were aqueous and at the end they are in solid state. So ionic equation, you are writing ions that undergo change. Therefore, barium ions from barium nitrate are going to mix with carbonate ions from sodium carbonate, aqueous, to precipitate out an insoluble salt of barium carbonate, which is a solid. So these are this is an ionic equation. This is an ionic equation. So in our next class, we are going to write equations of formation of these insoluble salts. Thank you. Let's meet in our next class. We'll look at how to prepare this and describe how to prepare this insoluble salt. Thank you.